Let's see. We're live now, Kim. Hey, everybody. This is Around Cranberry Township, where we like to interview local business owners and service professionals. I'm Dr. Bulow with Revive Upper Cervical Chiropractic, and today I got the pleasure of hanging out with Kim. And Kim, your last name again? Sikosi. And I've gotten to know Kim over the last, 10 years since I've been back in Cranberry through different avenues. And for those of you that don't know, Kim in my opinion, I don't want to step on any toes here, Kim, but in my eyes, Kim kind of runs the North Park Lounge. And she doesn't own the North Park Lounge. There are other wonderful managers, I'm sure.
There are.
But I always see Kim every Wednesday morning, and she takes care of our business networking meeting that we have here, the Am Spirit meeting. But Kim, how long have you been, did you grow up in Cranberry?
Gibsonia.
I grew up in Gibsonia. I don't know if you knew that or not.
No, I did not.
I did. I actually grew up in Gibsonia, so very cool. And how long have you been with the lounge restaurants?
It's been like 21 years.
21 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I started this page was that Cranberry, as you probably are aware, is a relatively, I don't know if call it transient, but it's definitely growing all the time. And there's a lot of new people in town. And for someone who did not grow up in the North Hills and doesn't know about the North Park Lounge brand, what's the 30-second summary of what the North Park Lounge is, what it stands for, and kind of this location in relation to the rest of the lounges?
Right. I feel that it's a family sports bar that, everybody gets great food, large portions.
Yeah.
And just gets to celebrate. We celebrate baptisms, communions, confirmations, rehearsal dinners. This is a great spot.
It is. One of the things that I was thinking about whenever I put those of you that saw the photographs, I put these photographs up before the interview, and it had like the bamboo bar and like I think it was a sandbar. You guys bring in sand?
Yeah, we did. It's a sand volleyball beach area, like a cabana feel, so you feel like you're on vacation.
Now that's not out there 24/7, is it? Is it really? I didn't even know this because I'm the boring old guy with kids now, and I don't get out as much. But on Sunday mornings we bring the family for brunch. You know what I mean? And what Kim's saying is 100% accurate. There is a little bit of something for everybody.
Absolutely.
And when I have patients that come in from out of town that are looking like, we don't normally do everything in one visit on the first day, but for those that are out of town, we try and accommodate. So they'll come in the morning and then they'll come back in the afternoon for their first procedure. And over lunch, I usually will this is one of the top places I recommend for one of the reasons that she mentioned. The food portions are awesome. You're never going to leave hungry. How would you describe the menu? I just kind of look at it like Americana. You got a little bit of really good salads.
Yeah. Great pizza, great burgers.
That's right. And for those of you that don't know, again, if you haven't been in the area very long, the lounge fries are kind of iconic.
Yeah.
I can't say they're great for your heart, but they're these bacon cheese fries that are just amazing and legendary. And the lounge itself do you know how long it's been around as a company?
I believe it's been at least 30 years. I mean, if not longer. The
and
original.
How many locations are there now?
There's Lawrenceville, Murraysville, McCandless, and us here. I mean, we're separate now from everyone else.
Are you really? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we're privately owned.
Yep. See, that's something new that I learned there.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
The lounge in HD, right?
Yeah. But we're all, we all have very similar food. I mean, we haven't changed our brand.
Yeah, kind of comes from the same lineage and family and whatnot. So that's very, very cool. And I'm kind of curious. This is something that I always like to ask folks whenever I sit down with them, and that is, what's your favorite part about what you do? I mean, you work a lot on the back end, but then I'm sure you deal a lot with customers and clients as they come through. And you've been with the company for over 20 years, around 20 years. So what keeps you here? What keeps you going? What aspect of your work do you like that kind of emotional? What's the emotional payoff for doing what you do?
I mean, I love the people I work with, and I've made so many friends of guests along the way as well. Cool. I feel like we've seen, people that have little kids and now they're in college. You know what I mean? Cool. So just to see, life go through, and people, seeing the same with mine. My kids were little when I started, and then they've seen them grow up. So,
That's awesome.
just that bond of, you know, just like family. I mean, that's what it feels like.
It's
family,
true.
So.
That's actually a great point. I've noticed a lot of the employees and servers that are here have been here for a while, so you get to know them. And to your point, I had someone that came out of town and said, we're looking for a non-franchise, you know, and with all due respect to franchises, I used to be one, but there's not many in Cranberry that have those roots, you know what I mean, that have been in the community a long time, that are unique to their own menu, that have staff that have stayed. And that's another measure of a good company, is when you have that longevity and you don't have turnover all the time. So that's great.
Yeah.
You mentioned a few things with the different types of parties and things like that you do, but just kind of in closing, because I know you're busy, what are some of the things that you would, any last closing thoughts for folks watching that are either new to the community, or things that you would really invite them to try out or to come by and take a peek at, or something that you really like about the lounge, or just any last words for folks that might be new to the community or been in the community a while that haven't actually tried out the lounge here on 19?
I would just really visit our lower level where the sand is and the sand volleyball.
I was so surprised to see that.
You know, I've worked down there, and then I've also come as a guest, and it's just fantastic. Like, you feel like you're on vacation. It's
so
like,
is that open? What months is that open?
Usually May through the end of September.
So it's open now?
Yeah, we just opened it. Yeah. So, and you know, it's based on weather, but you know, hopefully we have a really good summer, and you know, but a lot of people don't know about it because it's hidden. It's kind of behind. But like I said, it's fantastic, and we have some bands that we book throughout the summer too. So it's like that nightlife as well.
Where can folks keep in touch to see when and what bands are playing and that sort of thing? Is it announced on your Facebook page?
I believe it is being on the Facebook pages, and then I think it's on our website as well.
And is that a over 21 location, or can
it up until 9 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock you have to be 21.
So up until 9 you can be under 21, and then after 9 p.m. because I'd like to bring my family. I didn't know about it. Like literally when I was looking up pictures of the lounge, I saw that and I thought, is this this lounge? Like I thought maybe it was somewhere, you know, in one of the other locations, because it looks phenomenal. It looks really awesome.
Oh no, it is. It is, and I mean, kids can play in the sand. I mean, you feel like you're at the beach, you know. So that's why we call it the beach. But
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and you can order off our regular menu. You can eat down there and everything. So. And
that's open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, or is it dinner only?
Dinner, mainly dinner. Mostly dinner, right? Yeah.
Well, it's a good. I can see why. It's a special occasion. So if you guys haven't tried it out, you can try it out with me. We'll be there at some point this spring and summer, because it does look pretty awesome. But yeah, anything else? I might have cut you off there because I'm so excited to find out about it. But
yeah, I mean, it's a great sports bar. I mean, I feel like we have so many different atmospheres, with the Bamboo Bar being more adult oriented. But then here, the family, you know, can come watch the Penguins. Well, that's over, but you can watch the Pirates now.
Flurry, we can watch Flurry.
That's
and cheer them on.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun, you know.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, I appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely.
I was a little late today, and then Kim's really busy, so I'm going to let her go. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions for Kim, menu options or hours or things like that, please comment on this video. I'm sure she can stop in, or one of her managers can stop in and answer them. Yes. And like I always say, and it's probably a little late at this point to say it, but share it. If you're still watching this interview right now and you've played it through, share this video, man, especially if you have a friend or family that just moved to the area. If they've never been to the lounge, it is a great environment. I'll snap some pictures here before I leave and share them on the Instagram page and the Facebook page. But otherwise, thank you again, Kim, for hanging out. And thank you guys for watching. I'm going to circle around and end this interview. But stay tuned for the next one. And thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.